Vets at Mayne Veterinary Clinic in Colchester. Today I'd like to talk to you about different ways you can get your cat into its carrier. Now this can not only be pretty challenging, but as I'm sure many of you watching will agree, quite stressful for you and your feline friend. Luckily there's a few things you can do to make this easier, and today I'll share some tips with you to make this a more positive experience for both you and your cat. Now it's not uncommon at any veterinary clinic for us to receive calls from owners cancelling their appointment last minute because their cat has run away at the slightest hint that their carrier has been brought out. To help avoid this, we'd strongly recommend having the carrier somewhere in your house at all times, or to have it visible for as long as possible prior to your appointment. This not only helps your cat acclimatise to his carrier, but it also helps them view it as a safe place and even as part of their territory. When selecting a carrier, you want it to be a decent size. Don't forget that cute kitten of yours will grow into an adult cat eventually. Personally, I like these wire baskets that are top opening. If you do get one with a door, make sure it's a large removable door and that you do have the option to remove it at the side, so there's a variety of entry and exit options for you. Next, I would place one of your cat's soft blankets into the carrier so it smells familiar, and if appropriate, you can add a few treats as well. Approximately 20 minutes before you place your cat into its carrier, it helps to spray a feline facial pheromone. This mimics how cats mark their territory and can help reduce stress and anxiety. This lovely boy is Pip, and Pip is going to help me demonstrate some handling techniques to show you how you can place your cat in its carrier. When it does come to the time, I'd recommend doing it in a small room with minimal hiding places and aim to have the door open. You don't want to be struggling trying to open the door whilst you hold on to your contortionist cat. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to use my right arm to support Pip against my body and my right hand to gently hold on to his front legs. I can use my left hand to support the back, and I'm going to introduce Pip into the carrier head first. It can help to have his head slightly lower than his body when doing so. Now I'm not going to let go of Pip until most of his body is in the carrier, and then making sure his tail is out the way, close the door. If Pip was more wary, then I'd consider entering him into the carrier backwards. To do this, I'm going to face him away from the carrier, and again I'm going to use my right arm to support him, and my right hand to support the back feet, just gently stroking him. I'm going to enter him into the basket, and if I need to I can use my hand just to gently push his wee head into the carrier before closing. I'm now going to demonstrate with our other carrier. Again, have the door open and ready. I'm going to use my right arm to gently hold Pip against my body, support his legs with my right hand and the back legs with my left. Having his head slightly lower, I'm just going to introduce, and I'm not going to let go until most of his body is in there before I close the door. The backwards option, as before, have Pip facing away, support his body, and I'm going to introduce him, and I can use my hand just to gently push his little head into the carrier. Now let's imagine that Pip has been really resistant to all our attempts so far. In that case, I'd recommend you use a towel or a blanket. Open your blanket up and put it over your cat so it covers their entire body. Gently but firmly grasp around your cat's shoulders and then confidently lift and lower them into their carrier. If your cat has become quite cross by this stage, it's absolutely fine to leave the towel or blanket in the basket with them. Once your cat is in its carrier, consider using a towel or blanket to place it over their basket. This helps them feel a bit more safe and secure, but also stops them from seeing any animals in the waiting room that might frighten them. In our reception, we always have a basket with some spare towels and a calming spray to use if you need it. Thank you so much for watching. If you've got any questions or concerns, please give us a call at the clinic. It's 01206 851 338, or please feel free to visit our website www.maynevets.co.uk. Thanks again. Bye. When it comes time to place your cat in its carrier, you probably want to do so. Hello, Pip. Pip, it doesn't look good if you're trying to get into the basket.